Welcome back to Sunny Morning. We're still with you live and we're loving your company here today. And what a gorgeous day it is. Joining me, as usual, for Sports Roundup, Gilbert Rios.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Okay, awesome to have you back, man.
Good to be back here, Elliot.
Loving it.
It's always nice right here in the Riviera Maya.
Just don't take my word for it. The ocean today is as color as this guy's shirt.
Yeah.
This place.
And it's about a few paces away.
What do you think of the ladies from Philadelphia? You
just
hilarious. Saw that, right? What a beautiful.
Philly fans.
Yeah, this guy, you passed up Super Bowl tickets just to be here with us, right? This guy is a diehard analyst.
It's nice to be here, I will say that.
Yeah, and obviously, big NFL week. Started on Wednesday,
Huge.
Right?
It started on Wednesday, the official season.
Yeah.
And what it starts is with the trades. And the trades is more about free agency at this point because the draft doesn't start until April, in about 5 weeks. But there's been a lot of free agency movement going around.
Yeah.
And it has been outstanding what's going on.
It's been a frenzy, right?
Big frenzy.
Lots of surprises. So let's kind of, let's go through it. Let's break it down.
Okay. Probably the big news is the quarterback, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Okay. He actually has now the biggest contract ever signed in the NFL.
And that's with the Minnesota Vikings?
Absolutely.
So he's leaving the Redskins, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's getting $86 million and a $3 million bonus.
A $3 million, that's a signing bonus?
Yeah.
That's not too bad. And for how long? Like a 2 or 3 year contract?
3.
3-year contract. It's not bad for 3 years a year. So they'll take him over a quarter of a billion dollars that's worth to him.
Absolutely. And
phenomenal.
If they get to the playoffs, he gets bonuses. This is phenomenal.
And that sounds to me like it could be a record.
It is a record.
It is a record. An
it is
NFL
a
record.
Yes.
So awesome. So what do you think is making him stand out? Why is he the key player you think in this in the signings this week?
He's good. He's phenomenal. And he now is going to be with a solid team that has lots of defense, probably one of the best in the NFL, and a fantastic receiving corps. And Kirk Cousins, he's going to do a lot for Minnesota Vikings. And it's a great venue as well. Minnesota is a great place to be. He's very happy about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure, they're in Minnesota. It's not like here year round, but I'm sure he could afford a few trips down here to Mexico, right? On that 86 million, get his little pinkies in the beautiful blue ocean here.
That's
in
true.
the off season, right?
That's true, but
there's a few guys
he's
over.
Still a young man, and he's still not used to the money thing. Or maybe he is, but you see him going to Minnesota and he's carrying his own bags, and it's kind of nice, and he's just,
the Eagles,
a good guy.
The Eagles, I'm not talking about the band, but the Philadelphia Eagles, they're in Cozumel this week. They're with their families. Yeah, they've been on a cruise, and they've still got about another week before they head back, but they're over there, they're having a good time with the buckets and spades.
That's swimming distance from here.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're into nautical marathons, that is.
So, okay, what else then this week? What caught your eye in the trades?
Well, mainly the big news is the quarterback Cousins.
Yeah.
And also what Minnesota is doing. Minnesota got rid of all their quarterbacks. And it's also big news in the quarterbacks. Drew BREES, he was a free agent, and the Saints re-signed him again. And it's only fitting, because he has done a tremendous job there in New Orleans, and he's to me one of the best quarterbacks out there. Pound for pound, one of the best.
And what kind of money is he signing for? That's going to be pretty up there as well, I think.
It's just a 1-year extension for $22 million.
I'd hate to think how much that equates to per minute, but $22 million.
Yeah, well, that's just a preliminary report.
Okay.
Because what they have to sign is actually a 2-year contract. It'll be $50 million when it all adds up as signing and with bonuses.
Bonuses as well.
So another $25 million per year quarterback.
Now, I know he's one of your favorite players. I mean, why is that?
He's a community man.
Yeah.
He actually is down to earth. He's a family man. He's a good role model for young athletes. And he's just all around a decent guy.
Yeah, I mean, you see
kind of like Peyton Manning in a way.
Both like kind of real down-to-earth community contributors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So, Godspeed, good luck to him with that. And then, what else from the Vikings?
Well, the Vikings had the quarterback, KEENUM, who now has been sent to the Denver Broncos.
That's right. So he's got to move on. Broncos need a new quarterback too. So, I mean, how do you think he'll fit in with Denver?
He'll be the perfect fit for Denver.
Yeah.
He's young, going into a young team. And his career is actually, just starting. And Sam Bradford, as well, quarterback from the Vikings, he's going to sign with Arizona Cardinals.
Wow, that's big news.
Yeah, it is big news, and I think that's another nice fit. And again, it all goes into what's happening with what Minnesota is doing. Minnesota is making these key changes to think in the long run as well. Get some new players in there, and I think Bradford going over to the Cardinals is just perfect. They're giving him a $20 million 1-year contract, along with an option for another $20 million in 2019. That 2019 option means he's got to get the Cardinals into the playoffs at the very least.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, we're talking big money here. I mean, do you think these kind of players, I mean, do you think they deserve that? I mean, from the fans' point of view, a lot of fans are against it.
Well, speaking of big money, I actually wish I had a couple $1,000 every time someone asked me that question. And this is how I see it, okay? To me, it's entertainment, right? Professional sports is entertainment for us. Well, so is Hollywood, am I right?
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Movie
now,
business.
how much does Tom Hanks make when he does a movie?
It's at least 20, right?
Good $20 million.
Yeah.
How much does Tom Cruise get?
It's somewhere 15, 20 again, right?
Yeah, it's not because it's his name Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks. It's another form of entertainment. These people draw in huge amounts of money that comes from us. It's another form of entertainment. I'm perfectly fine with a quarterback getting $25 million a year because he's entertaining us. And unlike these actors that you see in Hollywood, I'm not saying that they don't work hard, but when they're 65 years old, they're not going to have all these aches and pains in their joints and their shoulders and their muscles. It's another form of entertainment. I think it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's legitimate. It's also, in Premiership or soccer, the same idea with football. Players are on, Neymar signing for over 200 million. I mean, astronomical salaries. I mean, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. NBA's the same,
Professional sports.
Professional sports.
It's another form of entertainment for us.
And like you say,
and then the last part of the quarterbacks is now Teddy Bridgewater. He's going over to the Jets. And this is Minnesota cleaning up their quarterbacks.
Yeah, right.
And making room for someone big and good.
So they're expecting really, their offense this year, the next year is really going to drive. I mean, again, that's their key strategy.
That and defense.
And defense.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're going to go all the way into the Super Bowl, the Vikings.
All right, you hear it here. That's a great prediction. We're following that.
I don't know. It's just maybe. It's a possibility.
Okay.
But I will also tell you that Jordy Nelson is going to the Raiders. I had thought that he was going to go to Philadelphia. I had a very good source tell me that he was going to go to Philadelphia. I'm not surprised everyone wanted him. But this source, sorry Diego, Jordy Nelson is going to be a Raiders. But I will tell you this, you still are a big fan of the Philadelphia Eagles. They are the reigning champions, and I'm a big fan of them as well.
Yeah, so you can have a couple of teams. It's all right.
Absolutely.
I'm like that. I'm a diehard West Ham fan, but they're not in Europe. It's like, Manchester United. It's all right.
Well, I'll also tell you something about Jordy Nelson. He was given a very beautiful farewell by his quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. No surprise, Jordy Nelson was his favorite target. And he was saying that it was hard to put into words what he felt. And he also said it's the hardest thing about the sport in the NFL is your teammates getting traded for other teams. I will say that he said that he's never seen another quite like, he calls him White Lightning.
White Lightning.
I didn't know that. Aaron Rodgers calls Jordy Nelson White Lightning. And White Lightning is going to be on the Oakland Raiders now.
And the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
So will they will meet, right, in conference or
they're going to meet.
AFC?
They're going to meet, and they're going to be battling for the playoffs.
Divisional,
yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. That's mouth-watering, right? Yeah. I love that. That's the good thing, though. When they split, then it creates that rivalry too, you know? Players are saying that.
It does. And one thing is being good friends, another thing is being out on the field playing.
Match day.
They are professionals.
Friendships left in the locker room, right?
Yeah. But we said it right here. We're going to be cutting off. Eagles are going to repeat the championship again.
Those ladies outside want it. You know.
They did, didn't they?
They told us. So listen, plenty more of this when we come back from a break. And also, we got another big sports surprise to talk about, a really good story. So stay with us. And,
yes.
We've got
it's business mixed with sports business. It's amazing.
It's business as usual here on Sunny Morning. We'll be back after
Sunny
the break.
Morning. We'll see you here.